What's going on, guys? Hostile Beast here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the ways you can sell your old Pokemon cards online, whether it's you've been collecting for like 2 years, or you collected a bunch when you were a kid and you want to get rid of them now, or you're still collecting but you want to get rid of some of your bulk or cards that you don't need anymore. This video will be divided into 3 sections. First one right now is going to be modern, the second will be vintage, and the third one will be for those who want to make this, not a job, but a definite source of income, which is going to be buying and reselling cards and things online. Without further ado, let's get into it. But I'm guessing that if you're between the ages 10 and 20 and you're watching this video, then you probably have a lot of these guys. So EXs and break cards. We've got like a Flareon, Altaria. Oh, this is a GX card. EX, breakthrough, and then you got your full art EXs. So those are worth more money than the regular cards. EXs are typically worth between $1 and $5. I'd say the majority of them are worth 3 or 4. So even if you only have like 20 EXs and they're all worth $4 to $5, that's still easily another $80 to $100, which is pretty good. What you also have to look for on the EXs and typically rare cards is you can see the star down there, which means it is a rare card. If it's a star or it is a larger black star. So for example, there's that, and then on this white Kirumi X, there's a black star right there that says promo. These are referred to as black star promos. Obviously, I think that name speaks for itself. And these cannot be pulled from packs. These have to be gotten from like tins or pin collections. So these are typically rarer as it goes on, because I think this white Kirumi X, and obviously in mint condition, is worth like $6 or $7 instead of the usual 3 to 4 that you would get from a pull EX, just because you have to buy a specific product to get those types of cards. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh man, I've got like 3 EXs. I have nothing that's worth money. Well, that's not true. You see, you also probably have some bulk cards. So what you can do to sell is make card lots that guarantee you one ultra rare. So, for example, if you have 3 X's and you think, oh, it's only going to be worth like $12 or $15, that's actually not true. If you take some bulk cards and make, for example, like a 100 card lot that guarantees one of these guys, you could sell it for anywhere from $15 to $20, $25. And if you only have 3 of these EXs, you sell 3 for $25, that's still $60 to $75. I think that's pretty good. Obviously, that's worst case scenario, assuming you have like no cards. If you have more, you can make even more. So it's a great way to get rid of the bulk that you generally wouldn't need, and also there's something extra in there to get people to buy it. Now, the site that I use for buying and selling is eBay. And you might be thinking, well, you have to be 18 to sell on eBay. Actually, that's not true. What some people don't know is that to sell on eBay, you just have to have a parent or guardian's permission. So you could be, 12, 14, 16, anywhere below 18, and you could sell on eBay with your parent or guardian's permission. Also buy on there too. You just need a debit card or credit card. Also, you don't have to be 18 to get those things. Or you could use your parents, obviously, and have them pay you back. So if you're an adult, you don't have to worry about this. But this video is generally going to be recommended for younger people who do not have a huge collection, and they just want to get some extra money out of it. And so to wrap up our part on the modern cards, obviously, like I said, lots of cards with bulk. You can throw some reverse holos. You can also sell your bulk reverse holos and holographic cards to other places, and they'll pay a lot for them. Or you can do just lots. Or if you have some rare ones, individual ones, don't be afraid to look the price up, and check, because it's worth it if you find out you have one that's pretty rare. So your EXs, put them into lots. Do 1 or 2. Me, what I'm selling right now is I sell 100 cards, 2 ultra rares guaranteed, so 2 EXs or like an EX and a break. And then obviously there's mega EXs, full art mega EXs. Those are worth more, so you could sell those individually. I'd say if it's worth above $10, you should probably sell it individually, just so you could make sure you're getting the most value out of your cards. So if you're just here for the modern section, thank you for watching. Hope this video was able to help you out. And now, stay tuned if you want for the vintage section. And now we're going to take a look at some vintage cards. So obviously the backs are the same as the modern cards. Doesn't matter what year they're from, whether it's 1999 or it's 2012. They are like this. They do not have any EXs. Most of them do not have any EXs. Vintage now, as of like 2020, and this probably be good through 2021 or 22. Vintage cards are anywhere from the black and white set to the original base set back in 1999. So cards from probably 2010, 11, all the way back to when the card game first started. So they look like this. Some even have set symbols right there. See, this is a jungle Marowak. And with vintage cards, you really have to look out for is that first edition stamp. This Charmander from Team Rocket series has that first edition stamp right there, which automatically makes it worth more. With that said, holographic cards from earlier eras such as anywhere from like base set to like the Neo series. So, like this base set Blastoise, it's not first edition, it's holographic. It's not in the best condition, but it's still worth, a decent amount of money. You also may have just some regular cards from the old series, anywhere. So these are from, the 90s, early 2000s, all these cards. You can see the set symbols. These are worth, some of the base set cards, even not first edition, are worth, a few dollars a piece in good condition. And you always have to remember that buying and selling Pokemon cards is that the condition matters a ton. You do not see this card is in great condition. There's no whitening. The centering is really good, and there's no nicks or scratches. Whereas other cards, like this card right here, you see the whitening on the edges. If I had one that was this card perfect, even if it's only, a cheap holographic card, it's going to be worth so much more in good condition because that's what people want. So if you want to be selling a lot of old cards, I'd recommend you do lots, maybe smaller ones like 25 vintage cards you could just say from there from the base set, or, like pre-2000s, and then maybe include a holo if you have them. That being said, lots of people do not have base set holos. I have, just a few holographic cards. So whether you got them, from trading or they're in your old collection, these are worth quite a bit if you have them in really good condition, so definitely make sure to check them out. If they are and they're not sleeved, definitely sleeve them or put some, hard case top loaders on them. That really helps preserve the cards. To wrap it up, if you have any basic cards, like the Dratini, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur, any of those basic cards, especially first editions, those are worth quite a bit. No one is going to go try and buy, like a first edition Dark Raticate. I mean, who sits around and asks, oh man, I wish I had more Raticate cards? No, people want Charmander, people want the more iconic Pokemon. So the more iconic Pokemon, the more well-known Pokemon cards that you have, the better that you'll do. So like I said, the card lots that guarantee a holo or an ultra rare are very good ways to sell them, or your rare ones, sell them individually. And now if you're seriously entertained and you're wondering about the buying and reselling part, two things that I would recommend looking into. Graded cards, just like these two, and then sealed products, like these two XY Ancient Origins packs. One of my favorite sets, actually. So, sealed products and graded cards. This is a Mint 9 card, so it's actually worth, probably $20 to $30. The grading system that these cards are graded by is PSA, Professional Sports Authenticators. So, they're really backed up right now, and they take months and months for your cards to get graded. So I'm glad that I, got these online. This Heatran GX, not a super sought after card, but it's still a Mint 9, so it's still of decent value. The best thing I would say to buy right now is the Mint 9s, because PSA 10s cost so much more than 9s, and 9s are not even that far off. So Mint 9s, best thing to buy and resell, for graded cards wise, or obviously PSA 10s if you have that kind of money. And then the packs. These packs are from, I believe, I want to say 2014, but they're from the mid-2010s. So they're already getting pretty old. Obviously, I'm not going to open them. I keep them sealed. And then also back here, I've got I've got a Cosmic Eclipse Elite Trainer box I got for really cheap. It was on clearance, and now they go for anywhere from like $50 to $70. So, great deals, buying, reselling. Burning Shadows Elite Trainer box, lots of times Targets and Walmarts will have those. Those can be worth $50 to $60 online. Usually like $50, $55, and you get them at Target for like $30. So pretty good deal, especially if you get a lot of them and then resell them. And then a great deal that not many people know about is these Pokeball tins. These Pokeball tins cost, I think, $12 or $13 regularly. They come with 3 packs, obviously the tin and a coin. Now, if you find these on clearance for like half off, which no one really buys these, so they're often on sale. If you get one of these for $6, they have 3 packs. And they usually have an Ancient Origins pack or an Evolutions pack. This is a $7 or $8 pack. If you're spending $6 on a tin with this and 2 others, it's a great deal. I love getting these. I have 4 of these. I opened, 2 of them. But that's how I got these Ancient Origins packs from other 2. Because you get them, and then you can resell them. So you always have to be looking out for those good deals that you can buy and resell. Cards that are hot right now would be the Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze. And you have to be investing in cards that you know will go up, or at least you have a strong suspicion that will go up. In general, there are 2 things to not worry about, but think about when you get into selling stuff, is that 1, make sure that you know, and you remember this, that big money is not going to come right away. You have to start investing, and then you have to start buying, better cards, and as you got to work your way up. So, I started buying, like individual packs an individual card, and like that mystery box was kind of like the start of it, like the $50. You're not going to be selling cards for $300 right away. Obviously, you're going to have to work your way up there. So, maybe spend anywhere from $20 to $50, the first thing you ever do, and then try and flip that around. Try and double your money. Try and get back a $50 to $100 on that. And then you can maybe spend half of that. Make sure you still have some money though. Don't jump right in and spend all the money you have saved up on cards. There's going to be a time when you buy something and it's going to go down in value. That's just how business works. You're not going to make money every single time. If you do it right though, you can make money most of the time. And also, this takes patience. You have to be able to wait. Like a few months ago, I bought a card here. I'll put the picture up on screen now. I bought a card for $2.30. And then recently, I sold that exact same card for $50. That was not a one-day turnaround. That took a few months. But still, I was doing other stuff during that time. Think about if you bought 10 of those for $2 and then resold them for $50. That's a lot of money. But also think about if you bought 10 cards and then they went down in value. You have to be, wary of, is this card going to go up? Is it going to go down? You have to be thinking about that. Like this Heatran GX. It's not going to get super popular, so I might as well try and sell it right now or get rid of it, so to speak, right now, while the GXs are still popular. Cards like these base set holographic cards are... This is not a base set. What are you doing here? These base set holographic cards are going to be relevant probably until the end of the hobby. So, obviously, those you can hang on to, wait for the value to go up a ton until they're in like a bubble. Your EX cards... they're starting to get pretty old. If you've got cards from 2014, 2013, anywhere around there, those cards are starting to be worth quite a bit more because those sets have been out of print for a long time. So this is the perfect time to start, getting rid of your EX cards, getting some extra money. And if you want to invest it back into the hobby, or start collecting again, or even just buy and resell, that's a great idea and a great way to make some money, especially while you're stuck at home. And then the final thing is, people might say, oh, Pokemon cards are for kids. Yes, that is absolutely right. Pokemon cards were designed for kids. I will say that right now. However, is making money and getting a job designed for kids? No, it's not. If you're out here making $50 a day selling Pokemon cards, I don't think anybody's going to be insulting you and calling you a kid. That's a lot of money. All trading cards were originally designed for kids. Baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, Pokemon cards were all designed for kids. But are kids out here spending $2 million on a baseball card? No. Are kids spending $55,000 on a Charizard? No, they're not, because adults are into this too, and that's where your target audience is at. That's why the base set cards are worth so much, because it's the adults that have the most money and that are buying them. So feel free to comment down below with any questions you might have. I'll do my best to respond to those. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Always looking for deals. If you enjoyed this video, maybe hit the subscribe button, press the like button. If this does well, I might continue this, Pokemon buying series and even do some more openings. So share this video with your friends or anyone you know be interested in it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.